Tonight, we are going up against Satan's gate. I'm a little concerned, man, about your salvation and stuff. How come you have not been baptized?
Because I never got around to it, okay? I don't know why you always have to be judging me. Because I only believe in science.
Welcome to Hispanerds. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Hispanerds. This is Alex.
This is Kenji.
And we are back with episode 2 of Hawkeye. And we're definitely going to do some Hawkeye talk. We'll break some stuff down. But let's start out with hate first, before we start out with love. Before we move
hate
on.
With Hawkeye?
Nope, not with Hawkeye.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Do a little bit of hating.
Do a little bit of hating. So, and let's start out with the short one first. The Matrix.
Shush. Shut your mouth.
Shut
your mouth. But no, go on. I want to know, what is it? What is it?
You know, I don't know if this is okay. So there's two things that I don't like. Don't look at me like that. There's two things that I don't like. Number one, the movie looks like a complete regurgitation of the first movie. After looking at the second trailer, there's literally shot for shot moments of this one that are directly connected to the first movie, and instead of being an homage the way that Ghostbusters Afterlife was, this is like we don't have any new ideas, so we're just going to go back to the well of the old ideas. And it bothered me so much to realize that.
I think you're going to be totally wrong, because you're going by a trailer that's basically showing you a small percentage of what the whole grand scheme of this movie is going to be.
But it's shown me enough that like, to me, I'm just telling you right now what bothers me.
Okay.
That number one, that bothers me. The visuals are incredible, but it's taking me back. Like, here's what I'm gonna tell you that I wish had happened. But
you wish, instead of him following the rabbit again, it could have been like, follow the turtle now.
Yeah, that would have been perfect. No, and so that's one thing that bothers me. And I'll tell you what I wish I would have seen. So that's number one. The other thing that bothers me is they've gone ahead, at least according to what I can see from the trailer, they've flipped the importance of the characters now. So now Trinity is the one who's important.
It seems like that's what everybody is speculating, because of the way the trailer's been. Everybody's thinking like she's going to be the one. She's like the.
I don't think she's Neo.
No, of course not. Yeah, 100%.
Let me clarify that.
Okay.
If that's what people think, I don't think she's the chosen one now. Instead, what I think is that it's her character is the central importance now of the movie, where she takes center stage, and now he's back up to her, even though he's the one that has the abilities and all that other stuff. I mean, at one point in the trailer, if you could put it on if you want, but at one point in the trailer, you see Trinity exhibit abilities that she never had before.
Which, I saw that, and I enjoy that, because they're expanding. You know how
I don't like it.
I like it because that means these are programs. They're meant to be broken.
But they're not programs. She's not a program.
No, but she's in the Matrix.
Right, but and here's what I'm going to tell you that I wish they had done. What I wish had happened. I wish 100 years, 500 years, 1,000 years had passed, and then you got to see Neo. Like, so Neo is a necessary, at least to what I understood, my take of it from watching the original Matrix.
Yeah,
Neo, whenever the system gets too crazy and it starts harvesting too many human beings and it's affecting things too much,
it like reboots itself.
No, it doesn't.
Well, not reboots itself, but like it manipulates the whole thing.
It doesn't reboot itself. Neo has to come in as a human component to prevent the Matrix from going too far into what it's attempting to do. And so,
I thought you were going by like what they were talking about in, I think, with the Oracle, or what's his name, the guy that was like in that hole where all those TVs were.
Yeah, I know. I know the dude that you're talking about.
Yeah, I forgot his name.
But anyway, I wish that with this movie, especially after seeing everything the way that they're moving, I wish that Trinity wasn't a part of it. I wish that the guy who's now playing Morpheus wasn't a part of it. I wish that it was like like I said, 100, 500, 1,000 years from where we originally saw the Matrix, and now Neo's coming into a world like. Here's what I wish would have happened. The world that Neo comes into, everybody knows that they're in the Matrix, and everybody is happy to be in the Matrix. Like all the humans are like, yeah, we know this isn't real. We know this is fake, and we'd rather be here than in the real world. And then Neo comes back and kind of shows them what humanity is, and humanity is more than just being plugged in and seeking your pleasure or living your best life or whatever you want to call it. I don't know
if I'll be able to accept that one.
I wish they would have been that, because it would speak more to the times today where everybody's on their phones and everybody's constantly in social media. It would be a good. I
still think they're gonna hit those topics.
I don't think so.
Oh, I guarantee they'll hit those topics.
I literally think that this is just look, they have no
ideas. I guarantee it, Alex.
You can guarantee whatever you want.
I guarantee it.
I don't think it's gonna. I think
with
it's just
capital T.
I think it's just a regurgitation of the old concept. They have no new ideas. That's my opinion.
Again.
And guys,
from the small trailer.
Hey guys, it took us to episode 63. This is our first fight. This is actually the way that we argue when we were at work. I'm like, nope, you're wrong. He's like, no. Anyway,
I'm still gonna drop the mic.
No trailer, no third trailer.
No, give it a minute.
Literally, Spider-Man comes out like in
next
2
week.
weeks.
In 2 weeks. I told you it's gonna drop a week before.
No trailer. No trailer. Just TV spots from here to there.
No.
TV spots.
Sony.
Do your thing.
Yeah.
So I will definitely
Sony just responded.
Like, get it done, Kenny. I will definitely go watch The Matrix with you for sure, because it'll provide good content. So when we get back here, I'm like, huh?
No.
That was BS right there.
Nah. It's gonna be good. I strongly feel it's gonna be good, and there's gonna be John Wick as well. But that's delayed, right? Yeah, it comes out next year. I was hoping, like,
didn't they film them kind of at the same time?
Yes,
almost, or back to back.
A year ago, they said that Matrix and John Wick 4 were gonna come out in May 21st. I was really excited about that.
That's right, because it was near your birthday or something.
It was on my birthday. I was so excited, man. Then
then they moved it.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah, so even though there was like definitely, especially with this trailer, they were definitely playing on nostalgia, because they showed clips connecting Agent Smith to the new Agent Smith, to the new guy.
See,
like, even though they like and they show you Trinity, and they show you, like, so they're playing off of nostalgia for the first movie.
Well, I think what's going on is because he's been in the Matrix. They're keeping him like if you notice, he's taking all these blue pills now. He's like pretty much on drugs, and they're trying to keep him occupied in that world where they're showing him still familiar faces. Like Morpheus is not Morpheus, but he has that familiarity and stuff like that. So I think
here's what's interesting is that Neo, like the Neo that we're seeing, the one thing that's intriguing about this is the Neo that you're seeing on the screen is not actually Neo.
Yeah,
because the real Neo died after the third movie. He physically died in the real world.
Well, he died in the real world, but we honestly, we don't know. We just see the machine.
No, I know. I'm telling you, the Neo that we're seeing.
But in the machine,
this is going to be their. This is going to be their twist. The twist is the Neo that you're seeing is not the real Neo. He's not the Neo that from the first Matrix. That Neo actually died.
Okay. What confirms you that he died? I'm just like
the third movie. Literally, his body physically. Like Trinity was there to witness him getting killed, and he literally died. Like he died.
No.
Yeah.
No, Trinity gets stabbed in the machine when they crash, and he ends up leaving her, and then
he dies.
And then we don't know. He looks like he dies, but the machine
he died.
They end up picking him up and they take him. We don't know if the machines brought him back to life or whatever, or they transferred his essence to another body.
He's dead.
So
he's dead.
No,
He's dead.
does be done. Yeah.
So anyway, that's the only interesting twist is that they're both back.
I can't wait. I just can't wait. I want to see what they're gonna do.
But again,
I'm excited.
I think it's just a rehash.
I'm gonna wear all black.
I'm gonna wear tight leather. It's just Kenny's in the movie theater with sunglasses on. I can't see anything, but I can't take these off. I look too cool. Alex, tell me what's happening. And I'm like, I was right. Okay, so that's hate number one. Hate number two.
On this one, you can hate all you want because I don't know that much about this one.
Hate number two involves
a circle.
The wheel of time. The circle, wheel of time, whatever. It's the same thing. Yeah, it's like at this point, I'm just hate watching it and looking at all the stuff that they get wrong. And there's a main character called Logain who is like Rogaine, yeah, who is powerful, almost as powerful as what the main character Rand is going to end up being. Rand is the Dragon Reborn, and this guy calls himself the Dragon Reborn, but
they're not actual dragons.
No, he's a false dragon. So in the books, Logain ends up creating the Black Tower, which is the opposite of the Aes Sedai White Tower. And so basically Logain makes it almost all the way to the end of the book. In the show, they've already cut it, like the Aes Sedai all linked together, and they stripped him of all his power. So I don't know.
So that takes like a whole book for that to happen.
Oh, dude, it takes several books.
Oh, several books, and they did it in one episode or a couple of episodes.
Well, but in the books, I have to go back and reread the history of it, but I'm pretty sure in the books they never actually take his ability away. In the book, he gets healed along with all the other male Aes Sedai that are able to channel. Logain ends up getting healed, just like, but in the show, his power is just stripped away. His power gets taken away.
Oh.
And in the book, one of the main characters, Nynaeve, she ends up exhibiting abilities on the show, she ends up exhibiting abilities where she does this massive healing of everybody inside of this cave. Everybody in this cave has gotten jacked up because that Logain ends up like melting metal, and then he like uses his abilities to he shoots it out like shrapnel,
right?
And he's just cutting everybody up, like killing people left and right.
And so she starts healing everybody.
Well, she massively heals everybody, but at this point on the show, she doesn't have any powers. So then she ends up tapping into the one power, and so basically on the show, what they end up doing is they're trying to make it seem like she's the dragon. So they're trying to subvert people's expectations and change them. It's just a bad way. Oh, and it took till this episode number 4, to actually start telling you the history of the whole thing. So
now they're going backwards.
Well, but no, they're just verbally telling you really quick.
They're not showing you like flashbacks or anything?
No flashback. It's just one character talking to another character saying, originally the world got broken, da-da-da, this.
Oh, that's whack.
Yeah. It's just done verbally, and it still doesn't mean anything. It doesn't really connect in a powerful way. So
what a bummer. Now, I know you're watching it and you're hate watching it, but has anything at least kind of gravitated to you, like where you kind of like it, or
I like the guy they picked to play Perrin, one of the main characters. It's this black dude who's like big. He's like a big football player looking dude.
Yeah,
I like him, and I even like the way he's playing the character. I don't like the history they're giving the character, but I like the way he's playing the character.
So you like his acting chops?
Yeah, I like him. Another main character, Thom Merlin, who he's something called the Gleeman. The guy that they got for the show, way too sexy as opposed to the guy that's in the book. The guy in the book is more like lean and like almost like a jester kind of type person, but he has a lot of wisdom, and he's got a pretty deep history.
Yeah.
But the guy in this show is like smooth and suave, and he's got this voice, and he knows a lot of things, and he's real mysterious, and It's just like he's too sexy. I'm like,
Okay.
like, come on, man. Like
He's always in the catwalk.
yeah, always for sure. Yeah, way too sexy for his shirt. It's ridiculous. So it's just they've turned all the characters on their heads in a way that is it is unnecessary. It's unnecessary.
And what episode are you in that?
Episode 4.
And so, are you gonna go all the way through for this season and
For
watch
this season at least,
and then you're gonna just cut it?
probably. I mean,
Unless they flip it on you like on the last 2 episodes.
unless they start going towards and by this point, all the characters are, all the actors are, they are what they are. I know.
So they could pull like a opposite of Game of Thrones, where the beginning ones are kind of whack, but then it gets like really really good.
Oh, I don't know. Did that happen?
Well, no, the opposite of Game of Thrones. A lot of people didn't like the ending. Like the last season was like so I'm just saying the opposite.
Where this like gets better by the end.
Yeah,
maybe. I don't know. Maybe, but yeah, it's a bummer either way. It's just like they, and now, because Amazon did this with the Wheel of Time, now it's made me super nervous about the Lord of the. They're doing a Lord of the Rings adaptation. Not
but this is a whole different.
But it doesn't matter, man, because they're handling one thing this way. Because
okay, who's handling this right now?
It's two brothers are the showrunners.
Yeah, and this is in what TV show?
Amazon.
And
so Amazon is handling the Lord of the Rings show that's coming out too.
But I mean, it could be a whole different director that might be like a fan of.
I'm really hoping so. Because now I'm nervous.
Because I think it all depends. I don't think it's Amazon. Amazon's just, I think, putting in the money, but the directors are the ones that basically have to do the work. Hopefully they're not like Warner Brothers where they wanna touch everything towards the end and be like, no, we should do this. Well, hopefully they're not doing that.
And here's the problem too: is that the Lord of the Rings one has an even deeper history, and I know like they're pulling from a book called the Silmarillion and a couple of other books. The history there, like, you need to be very careful on how you make things up and how you move through things, because if they try to put an overlay of like any woke stuff or any of our current time stuff and like into that, it won't fly.
Oh, I hope they don't do that.
You know what I mean?
I hope because that's something that a lot of people are thinking too. Just going back to the Matrix, they think it's going to be very woke as well.
Well, I'm sure it is. I mean,
so I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know.
I think the commentary in the Matrix will be about that. It won't be about people's use of social media or the dangers of being on electronics. It'll be like, you have to accept people. You have to you have to accept people for who they are, no matter who they are. I think it'll be more along those lines. I think that's the message that they're gonna they're gonna push towards. And so, I mean, there's a good way to do it, and there's a bad way to do it, because it's really silly to say that you shouldn't judge people by their character and rather than what they look like or what they're into, unless they're into hurting other people.
Right.
So that's like silly. It's like, duh. Yeah. Of course, like you treat people with respect,
right?
But they're constantly shoving, trying to shove these ideas down everybody's throat, and it's like with the Eternals.
Yeah. Which I still haven't seen, so I still can't prejudge it or anything like that.
No, this is only based on friends that I talked to,
and comments, commentary.
And it's just that the biggest complaint that I heard though about the Eternals was nothing having to do with that. The biggest complaint that I had, or that I heard about the Eternals, is that it's super long, and the story is too, like, there's things that don't make any sense in the story that happen, and so I don't know. I mean, there was one guy that I was very interested in hearing his opinion, but he doesn't want to give it. So it's that Mark Bernardin from Fat Man on Batman.
Oh, really? He hasn't. That's weird.
He doesn't want to give it. Yeah, he
conflict of interest.
That's what it was. Yeah, he's working for Marvel right now, and he's just like,
that's the reason.
He's like, I don't want to talk about it.
Which sucks, because like you should be able to speak your opinion.
You should.
Yeah, come on, man.
You should.
Hey, it's not their fault that you think came out bad.
So anyway,
which I still don't know. I haven't watched it.
So I'm hoping the Lord of the Rings, the show that ends up being, just the source material, and they stick to that, and they tell a great story. But I don't know.
But you know who's doing it right? No. Spider-Verse.
Well, we don't know yet.
Spider-Verse.
We don't know.
Oh, no. That's coming out fly.
The first,
just from the trailer, man. That looks fly.
The first movie was fantastic because it told you this beautiful origin story.
And beautiful style.
But who knows? Beautiful. Who knows what story they're going to tell now? And who knows, like, what... It all depends on who's telling the story and what the agenda is. And one of the things about Spider-Verse that was amazing and beautiful, very simple. A kid who is out of his league,
right?
Who has no training.
Exactly.
It basically it was also like it was a thing about mentorship, fatherhood, and trying to find your way. Hey, girl. But it's such a great story. I don't know. I have high hopes. I mean, just what Kenny's talking about, just the trailer was so much fun. Just to see that little snippet.
Yeah.
We have to wait till next October.
I love how they it's continuing right from the ending too. How that's like, remember how?
But you know what's interesting about the ending is we don't know how long between everybody leaving and then her contacting him. We don't know how many months or years that is, but
because he does look a little bit older.
Yeah, and that little snippet at the end where it looks like he's relaxed into his life. Yeah, and then she shows up. Spider-Gwen.
Oh so, my gosh, man. And she looks awesome, man. I definitely I need that's what I need, man. I need my Miles Morales hot toy and my Gwen Stacy Spider-Man hot toy. I need them two for sure. Yeah. Of course, the original one I'll probably get it, but those two are my favorite. 100%. Can't wait, man.
Yeah,
can't wait.
I agree. It looks so awesome.
March, man. That's when it's supposed to come out.
No. October 2022.
No, the hot toy.
I'm like, nah, man, Spider-Verse.
No, Spider-Verse
is
on my calendar. July.
No, not Spider-Verse is October.
Oh, October, yeah. I don't know why I keep thinking July.
I don't know why you keep saying that either.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's Comic-Con. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, Comic-Con, yeah, yes. And, dude, I mean, if everything goes well and everything goes off without a hitch, that means all those the big studios will be back. Yeah. So they'll have a lot of awesome merch. Yeah. Like coming 100. Back. It's gonna be dope.
I know. I can't wait. Man. I can't wait.
All right. So you want to get into Hawkeye?
I don't want to get in him, but yeah, we can talk about.
Let's get into the show.
Oh, okay. The show. Okay. What's wrong with
you? So this episode was especially,
I love his character.
He's pretty funny. The soon to be stepdad, the soon to be evil stepdad. Okay, I know I'm gonna work backwards on this, but I really like the way the shows have been ending. It's very unique to any Marvel show that I've seen so far.
Well, the way it ended on this one, from what I remember, because I've only seen it once, I haven't seen it twice, but it's they show that girl. That female girl, like in red. Yeah. Like one of the Russians, like, he's like, wait, we got him. And he's like all nervous about it too. Yeah. Bro.
And the bro brothers are awesome. Hey, bro. Dude, I can't wait for you to watch the third one, but we'll stick to the second one. Yeah. The soon to be stepdad is actually pretty hilarious. I like him.
Yeah, I like him a lot. And that was so cool. That little fighting scene with the swords.
Oh yeah.
That was
You're
cool.
so good. Yeah, you got me again.
I was dying on that.
Wait, go back to the beginning.
Sure.
So yeah, I mean, I also like the fact that. I want to make sure. Yeah, go back. Yeah, this is good.
Well, this is gonna be like it's showing like the recap.
Right. They're showing the recap of the first episode. But previously on. Oh, you can go a little bit ahead from this. We don't need to watch this part of the recap. There we go. Right there. Yeah, is that? Okay, yeah, that's it.
I never noticed the arrows shooting the...
Yeah, they... Herman's Hearty Slice.
That was good.
Yeah, I'm going to try to remember what happened exactly, because I know that he... Oh! This is the episode where he leaves her to go find the suit.
Yeah.
And he ends up going...
It's like a Renaissance thing.
Yeah, that was so awesome. Now I remember. He goes to her place, and then
what I don't get still, how did he get it?
How did the the fireman?
Oh, he was a fireman.
He was a fireman.
Oh, okay.
So right now we're watching.
I thought he was just somebody else, like some YouTube guy or whatever.
No.
I thought someone sold it like in the on eBay or something, and he got it.
No, Kate and Hawkeye go to Kate's apartment, which is actually a really cool apartment. Like,
Yeah.
I like it, and she lives above a pizza place.
I like her fridge.
I like the whole thing, man. Looks awesome.
Yeah, but
like I like her
fridge.
setup.
I like that fridge. I want that fridge.
Yeah, shut up about the fridge. I like her little gym setup where she's got her target practice.
Yeah.
Dude, that thing's awesome.
Yeah. And even the clock, it goes with the fridge.
Shut up. All right. It's a Easter egg. But yeah, I like that they get attacked by the
bros, the
tracksuit.
Russian...
They get attacked by the
What
tracksuit mafia. That's
what they call the tracksuit.
The tracksuit mafia. They get attacked by the tracksuit mafia, and they start throwing Molotov cocktails into her place to light it on fire. And Hawkeye catches one and throws it back, and catches one of the dudes on fire. And then when that ends,
they're all arguing each other.
If one dude's like, "You were like a little shish kebab," he's like, "You were on fire, bro." The only thing I don't remember is, how did they find her? That's what I don't remember. Because they found out her name, and then they went over and started attacking her place. But I can't remember exactly how they found her information. Do you remember?
They found her. It wasn't her information. I believe they followed her, because he tells them he's telling her what are the places you've been to.
No, because they yell. Oh, the tracksuit. That's their name. They end up yelling, "Kate Bishop!" But how would they know her name?
Oh, they yelled her name?
Yeah, watch. It's gonna happen here pretty soon. Where
we'll read it when they say.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. When they and we find out that Armand got killed by a sword.
Yeah.
Because actually I wasn't sure when I saw the first episode. I knew he was dead, but I didn't know how he'd been killed.
Wait, who?
Armand, the old guy. When she still dressed up as Roman.
Yes.
And you end up finding out in this episode that
I feel like it was her step. Soon to be step.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's what I think too.
But again, you know who I think it could be too?
Who?
Her mom.
Nah, I don't see her mom being. I see her mom being.
You know why? Because they were in an argument as well, and she's gonna become the villain.
I know, but I see her mom being evil, but I don't see her mom. I see her mom being like a boss, not the.
Okay, we're here. Oh, did they yell?
What? We got a little surprise for you, bro. Show yourself. Come on, throw it.
But I don't hear them say Kate Bishop.
Hold on. Let it keep going. He lights him on fire. Put him out. He's on fire. Yeah, maybe they didn't. Maybe I was wrong.
I'm gonna go just a little bit back just to see.
That's too far. You're going too far. You going too. Tracksuit, just one of them. All right. Yeah,
because this is where he tells it.
Right. Yeah, well, I mean, this is where
where he followed you, and she's like, "Yeah, I did come, to drop off the dog."
Before that,
I just dropped. See, exactly. So they followed her. They knew where she was at.
Hey, Kate Bishop. See, they just yelled it.
Oh yeah.
See, I told you. Oh, that's how.
Huh?
Her name's on the buzzer. That's how they found out her name. She just said it right now.
Okay.
Okay, that makes a little. I got a little surprise for you, bro. That's so funny. Those guys.
This is gonna be awesome for Comic-Con. We're gonna see a group of people just dressed up with tracksuits.
Nah. You and me are going dressed up in tracksuits. I will totally dress up. I will cosplay.
I thought you said you were not a cosplayer.
I will cosplay that. I'm gonna order my tracksuit real soon. As soon as I find them on Amazon, I'm gonna make you order one too. That would be awesome.
Oh my god.
This is funny too. That guy ends up being hilarious. This is weird because you haven't seen episode 3, but even in episode 2, like I like these guys and I don't want them to get hurt.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, like they're bad guys, but
they're almost like very friendly.
Well,
in a weird way,
because they keep saying "bro" all the time. Hey, bro.
Even the way they tie them up and stuff, like it's like it's not too rough or anything like that. They're very gentle for them to be.
You're like a little shish kebab. You're on fire, bro. That's so funny.
Oh man.
So from episode 1 to episode 2. What we're gonna do sombrero episode by episode. Like, what's your sombrero on this one?
Well, on the last one, I had given it a 4.
Yeah,
this
one's a 5 for me.
This one, I'm gonna give it a 4.5.
Okay,
4.5 because it was making me laugh a lot, man. It was good,
dude. This is a 5 for me, and the next one's a 5 like plus. I don't know what else is it like.
This is the reason why I'm giving it a 4.5 because I need to see the third one.
Okay. Because I'm gonna tell you right now that whoever's the showrunner for Hawkeye is doing something that none of the other shows did for me. Like I really enjoyed Loki. I've enjoyed WandaVision. I've enjoyed.
I enjoyed
Falcon.
them all.
I've enjoyed all of them.
Good.
But this one, to me, every episode is building up more and more and more. Like it was. I liked the first episode. The second episode was better. The third episode is even better than that. Like it just keeps building.
What I wanna know? It might interrupt the frequency, but I definitely want to know like how many episodes this.
I could tell you. Give me a second.
Season is.
Yeah, I could tell you. Hold on. Let me see what I can do from here.
Because on the third one they show one of the main villains. Right? I remember seeing some snapshots of some lady with I'm not sure if it's a lady, but somebody with some goggles. You know what I'm talking about? It's like they have like a whole face mask, but they have like weird goggles.
Oh no, I don't know.
Did you see anybody with a face mask in episode 3?
No, not at all.
What?
No, I saw nobody with a face mask. And episode 3?
Yeah.
No.
Now
all right, keep talking.
And now you have me confused because I swear I saw in some of the YouTube images that they
okay,
put,
6 episodes.
It is 6 episodes.
It'll be 6 episodes.
Okay, that's what we said last week.
Well, we were like between 6 and 8 or whatever. Exactly, but yeah, that's what it's saying online is going to be 6 episodes. Oh my gosh,
we're already halfway through.
I know.
I mean, you're halfway through. I'm not halfway through.
And I'm telling you, episode 3 is fire. You're gonna love it.
They're doing it right, man. This is wonderful. And then we're coming with Boba Fett.
Dude.
And then when is I know we're still talking Hawkeye, but
this month.
When is Kenobi? When is that one?
That's still a while away.
Still
a while away. But just this month alone, the amount of stuff that's coming out from Disney is nuts. It's nuts because we got Disney and Sony Spider-Man is this month. We're currently going through this. The Book of Boba Fett starts this month.
Yeah,
it's just.
What about what's her name? Katona.
Who?
I said Katona.
Yeah, who are you talking
about? What's her name?
I don't know who you're talking about.
What?
What does she look like?
Are
you Are you talking about Ahsoka?
Ahsoka. I don't know why I want to say Katana. I don't know.
I don't know why you want to say that either. I was so confused. And even when you're making like the hand gestures,
those
like,
long things.
yeah. I know what you're talking about. But I was like, what's he trying to do?
Ahsoka
Tano. I think
Ahsoka what?
Tano.
See, I want to say Katano.
No.
I want to add a K for some reason.
I don't know why you. No, but Ahsoka and Kenobi they're
still far away.
They're being like the stories are being written and then they need to be filmed. Right now they've given us little previews where they've had like artwork, so they're it's in development.
Yeah. I don't know if you're into like I love National Geographic shows and Disney's been doing like the Earth ones.
Yeah.
And I just saw in downtown Disney, you know how where ESPN Zone used to be?
Yeah.
I love how they created like those images
those
and
art
stuff.
Pieces. Yeah,
but
cool.
I just noticed I don't know how new it is, but I didn't notice that last week, but
Will Smith?
The Will Smith one.
Right.
I can't wait for that one because I have the other one.
Yeah.
And I love watching it, and my mom likes watching those two. The other animals. So I can't wait to see that one and just hear his voice in it.
Yeah.
He wonder how.
No, it's gonna be good. Yeah. I think so too. Yeah. I he's a good narrator.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting. But that one kind of looks like a kind of adventure thing too. So maybe he might even be physically in it and not just narrating.
Oh, you think?
Maybe, yeah. Because I think
the other guy did it. The guy, what's his name? The one with that famous voice.
Are you talking about Morgan Freeman?
Yes, he did.
Everybody, this is Morgan Freeman. Yeah, I can't do Morgan Freeman.
No, I know.
But I'm gonna try anyway. His name was Andy.
That's a little closer.
His name was Andy. It's because I got to do his voice that he was doing from Shawshank.
Oh yeah.
I'm God. No, can't do it. Yeah. Did you see Did you watch the last Dave Chappelle?
Oh, I haven't seen it yet.
Dude,
I haven't seen it, but I saw the trailer.
Shut up.
I was dying.
And then he's just sitting there like, I'm sorry. And
he still goes on.
Dude, sorry, I'm gonna take it back to earlier. I told you that I was watching the Dave Chappelle show and
yeah.
Dude, have you ever seen Eddie Murphy do
stand-up
an impression of his brother Charlie Murphy?
No,
dude, it's I mean they're brothers, so but it's amazing how he turns into him.
Eddie Murphy does Charlie.
Eddie Murphy does Charlie Murphy. Goes, we need to go get him right now. You're like he morphs into Charlie Murphy and it's.
How long ago was that? Is that an old?
It's old because he did it on it looked like it was in the 80s.
And here's the thing, I didn't know about Charlie Murphy until Dave Chappelle.
Oh yeah, no, hardly anybody did. Hardly anybody did.
So if I would have seen him do Charlie Murphy back then, I would have been like, I don't know what that is.
Well, you would have known because he explains it's his brother.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. You would have just known
exactly. But again, I still wouldn't be able to relate it to him because I've never seen him.
Well, that's not true necessarily. Well, here's what you would have been able to do. Here's what everybody because it was funny, even though you don't.
No, I'm pretty sure it would have been funny, but I just wouldn't be able to picture his brother.
Right. At the time, you wouldn't have known who his brother was, but you would have appreciated.
Oh, 100%.
Eddie Murphy, converting into a different person. It was weird to see. Yeah. But now you would appreciate even more because now you know who Charlie Murphy is.
Right.
So to see Eddie Murphy turn into him is weird.
Oh, yeah?
It's weird, dude. And there's two different clips. One is from it looks like the 80s.
Yeah.
And then the other clip is more modern times, maybe in mid 2000s or something.
Okay.
And you got to watch it when you get a chance. It's really funny. Yeah. But it's so sad that he passed away.
Yeah.
Crazy. Him and his wife both passed away from cancer. His wife did first a few years, and then Charlie Murphy later. You know.
Did they ever say what kind of cancer?
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure it's out there. I don't remember off the top of my head.
Oh.
And then I just found out today that one of my favorite artists, George Perez, is also he's passing away from cancer as well.
Oh, really?
He put out a.
How old is he?
I mean, I would say he's in his 70s. I would say he's really not that old. Like, because
comic book artist.
Yeah, 70 now is not like it was back in the day. Like, he put a statement out explaining what kind of cancer he has.
Yeah,
and he also explained that he talked it over with his doctor, and after talking it over with his family and talking it over with his doctor, he decided he's not going to do chemo and he's not going to do any of that stuff. He's just going to let himself. He's just going to let himself go, and he's just going to enjoy all the time that he has with his family, and then he's going to let himself pass away because it's like I forgot what level stage that he's in, but it's a pretty high level stage, and so it's such a bummer, man. Like he drew a lot of like important moments in comic book history. In fact, he drew what later would end up becoming Final Crisis.
Yeah.
For DC Comics.
Right.
So he was like the first time they did that. He did stuff.
That's the one that you said that you're into. Like when we're talking a little bit of.
I'm very excited for if Snyder ends up doing that.
Remember what I was saying earlier? Like it's gonna happen.
But is it?
Oh, it's gonna happen.
But is it? We don't know.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
We don't know.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
We'll see. I mean, but
it's gonna be another mic drop.
We'll see.
Two mic drops.
We'll see. But George Perez drew basically the entire DC universe at that time.
So
and
cool.
and his work is awesome. A lot of people were influenced by him. A lot of people that came up, whether they knew it or not, they were directly influenced by him. There's a few comic book artists that have that title of influencing all the people that came after, like directly, like Mike Mignola, George Perez, Alan Davis. Like there's all these people that are just giants in comics. So it's a bummer, man. It was and from all accounts too, he's like a sweetheart of a guy, and you can't say that about everybody. What in whatever medium, whether it's movies or music or comics or writing. But he's one of those guys. It's just like have you ever met Tony Baxter?
No.
Do you know who Tony Baxter is?
No.
He's a pretty famous Imagineer. I
probably have heard of him and seen him, but
you probably have heard of him. Yeah.
And especially watching the Imagineering documentary.
Yeah, Tony Baxter's in it.
Yeah. He's a I'm so bad with names.
I know. He's a really tall, lean, blonde guy with a Walt mustache. And his mustache is blonde.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
So
that rings a bell.
Every year that I've gone to Comic-Con, I've run into Tony Baxter.
No way.
Every year, he's super nice and talks with me for a little while. Like
that's cool.
We chat, and I know he doesn't remember me. I for sure.
Do you think he's going to Florida?
No, because he's retired. He's like a Floyd.
Oh, he's like a Floyd Norman.
He's like Floyd Norman.
He's just like hanging out over there.
Yeah. But he goes to Comic-Con every year, and it's awesome to see, dude. I'm sorry.
That's what I need to do, man. When I'm over there, I'm definitely taking my the book I gave you? The sketchbook, the Disney sketchbook?
Yes.
I'm gonna take that one, and I want if I meet other people, I want them to sign it.
That's a great idea, actually. That's a really great idea.
Yeah.
We deviated totally from Hawkeye. We'll come back to it.
Yeah.
But I wanna see.
I'm just waiting for the special moment when they start fighting.
But I'm gonna say, like, we need to figure out a way to take you over to Glendale, Burbank area. You got to see in person the plans that Tony Baxter came up for originally.
At the Imagineering,
he originally designed California Adventure.
Before
it was California Adventure.
Yeah, I have books on it.
Dude.
I have the Imagineering book. That's why I can't believe I'm bad with the names, because I have the whole things on how they created it.
His idea of what it was going to be was awesome.
I honestly don't remember.
So he envisioned that whole land. They were going to have water canals, and people were going to during at least part of it. It was going to be like a little bit like Epcot. So you were going to have France, you were going to have Italy, you were going to have Asia.
Yeah.
You were going to have all these like different representations, and they were going to get around on boats for it. And then the attractions that they had, like, you know, I don't know if you saw it online years later, or a couple years ago rather, but they have like the Snow White, Seven Dwarfs attraction with a mine. Did you ever see the plans for that? Because they opened that attraction up in China. Did you ever see that?
The attraction. I think I saw a video of that because there was a few years back. I got into that rabbit hole where I was just trying to watch all of the cool new designs that they're doing in Japan and France and I that rings a bell, the mine thing. When you were talking to the mine, I was thinking of the new design that they did right now for the kitty one that they did here. But
dude, they had such awesome ideas that they were going to implement.
Yeah.
And then all of it got stopped, and then California Adventure became what it became. And I remember California Adventure opening, and me and my wife had park tickets at the time.
Yeah.
And we had annual passes.
Yeah.
And we had no interest in going.
Oh, likewise. I think I said because that opened up in 2000, right? Around there.
I think so, because I think it just celebrated like its 20th anniversary or something.
I started going in 2006 or around there. That's when I started going, and it was when they had it just said, remember that big sign California where you could like take a picture right next to the letters and stuff, and it wasn't like
it was, dude, what it became. I mean, now they're
still morphing it. I feel like it's
they're
still
saving it now. But what it became as opposed to originally what Tony Baxter had envisioned.
Yeah.
Dude,
and originally,
such a bummer.
You knew that they were trying to do it here in Long Beach.
They were trying to do California Adventure?
Yes.
No, I don't.
So, you know where the port is?
Yeah.
So Disney had spoken to the city here that they wanted to see if they could use that port, and they were gonna create it. And what they were planning to do is they were gonna move the port to Mexico, close to Ensenada area, which Mexico was all for because they're gonna make a lot of money over it. But Long Beach was like, no, they're gonna lose out a lot, and that would have created a crazy amount of traffic if they would have done.
I mean, they would have had to have restructured the freeways.
Yeah, 100%.
Like they would have, because I could see them basically building like a Disney Japan where it's Disney by the sea.
Yeah.
You know, I could see them building that. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Right now, Hawkeye just made it over to the medieval times. What was it called again?
It's called something else, but I said Renaissance.
Yeah, it's Renaissance Fair. Yeah.
But it's called LARP. Is it LARPing?
Well, live action role play. Yeah. So basically, these guys get together and then just pretend fight. It's so funny though. But yeah, the plans, and so anyway, Tony Baxter is one of the Imagineers he was part of the wave of Imagineering where there was a golden age again.
Right.
And so he's part of like, coming in and really helping to save and fix and engineer really cool stuff that is still lasted to this day. And he, like I said, he's a sweet guy. He's just a really always.
I would love to pick his brain.
Yeah, always like we'll take the time to talk with you and stuff. And I've taken a couple pictures with him like during the years when I've gone to Comic-Con.
Yeah.
And again, just really cool dude. So that's another thing about Comic-Con. I don't know what it's going to be like now, but at least I have really good memories of like, I met Guillermo del Toro there. I've met Tony Baxter there. I've met, it just.
Guillermo.
Do you know who that is?
I'm thinking of What We Do in the Shadows.
No. But do you know who Guillermo del Toro is?
He's the one that did
He's one of my favorite directors.
He did some cartoon shows too, right?
I don't think so. But he did Hellboy 1 and 2. He did
for some reason I thought he was the one that also created Mucha Lucha, but I think I'm thinking of another Mexican.
That's I know who you're talking about actually. but I can't remember his name.
Yeah,
but a lot of people said I look like him. Like, especially back in the day when my face was like chubbier. But yeah. Anyway, no, Guillermo's done a ton of movies. He did the first.
Is he the one that did Pan's Labyrinth?
Pan's Labyrinth.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
The first, the best one, the movie with the robots fighting the kaijus. I know.
I wonder if he thought that this is a step down from me doing the movies.
100%. It's pretty funny though. Right now, Hawkeye's killing all the LARPers with a fake sword. But Pacific Rim. He's the one that created Pacific Rim.
Okay.
Yeah, and Hellboy 1 and 2, and all this. Oh man. I'm a Viking. I'm really a Viking. Anyway, sorry. I'm excited for you to like experience that, and hopefully he's there this year, and hopefully, like I said, that all of the companies show up, and it's just such a fun party, man. It's such a good time. They're definitely gonna have.
You know what I'm picturing, man? Like, how cool is that? But I don't know if they'll allow that, because you know how like you have to create a table to sell artwork. Can you just go? Let's say you don't have a table. But do you think people can sell artwork?
No.
No, like not even like you're making a stand. But let's say I'm thinking Mary Poppins here. So you know how the guy has like that whole machine. You create a suit that creates like a little table where you could just walk and you could just like draw. So
no,
you're gonna jump.
I mean, if you did it outside of the convention, you're fine. But if you came into the convention and started doing that, you were walking around.
Yeah, I'm just drawing.
They would, yeah. If you were selling it, if you started selling those, they would kick you out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, as fast as they possibly could. Yeah, 100%. No, they would not allow you to do that. But outside, like almost anything goes outside.
Oh, okay. So you can literally be drawing and then be like, hey, just follow me outside.
Keep coming in and out. You make flyers. Like, if you want to sketch, follow me outside. All of a sudden, there's a line outside. You're like, what's going on over there? Hey, get that guy. No, I don't think so. Or at least I've never seen anybody even think about trying to do that. So you'd be the first, and I'd be very curious from a distance to see how it goes for you. You're like, let's see what happens, dude. You've really it's really stuck in my head now that if I end up doing Comic-Con, if I end up having a table, one of the days I'm gonna dress up in a tracksuit. I'm gonna be tracksuit mafia. I'm gonna get.
And you be sitting down and be like, "Hey, bro, check my work
for real,
bro.
For real. I'm gonna get fake gold chains. That would be so fun, dude, to do that one day. That'd be awesome. At least one of the days. The rest of the time I'll just dress normal, but one of the days I'll be a tracksuit mafia guy. It's pretty funny. Just kill me already. This guy, he didn't drink the potion. But anyway, yeah, and you'll also like the outside too. You'll like they do pop-up shops, so they set up galleries. They set up art galleries, and they also do I forgot what the company's called, but they're the ones that did Paranorman and Caroline, and it's all the stop motion.
Kubo,
yeah, the Kubo and the Six Strings.
Yeah.
They did all that. Those guys set up
that must be a nice one.
They set up a museum. It's so dope, dude. There was 1 year that was so. Go ahead.
Did you ever go to the Tim Burton Museum when he was in LA?
Well, that's what I was about to tell you. I was about to tell you that there was 1 year where they didn't even there was not even any advertisement for it. But I was walking up and down through the streets.
Yeah.
Come across this super old looking, awesome, creepy house. I mean, but it's a house that naturally exists.
And this is in
San Diego. This is a house that exists there. It wasn't like somebody created it all of a sudden. It's a house that's there. It's a beautiful old school style house. They turned it into a Tim Burton gallery.
Pause. Is that the same? Okay, remember little Brittany Rose, the little Filipino girl?
Yeah.
You know how she's always taking pictures in front of this like these houses that are like very almost gothic looking that are really nice. Is that the house?
I don't know. I don't know if she's ever taken a picture in front of a gothic house in San Diego. How would I know that?
No, like from the photos that she posts when she goes to
she literally takes pictures in all kinds of different places.
True.
I have no clue she's ever taken a picture in front of that house. Are you crazy?
I don't know. Like
how would I even store that in my brain? I literally see a picture where she's at somewhere, and I immediately forget where the place is. Like I don't have storage for that in my brain. Are you crazy?
No, I know I've seen like it's like that Halloween Tim Burton look. I remember those.
I will tell you that I've never, to my memory, I don't ever remember her taking a picture in front of this house. And here's why.
Because I'm just trying to visualize the Tim Burton thing.
Here's why I will tell you that too, because this house, under normal circumstances, is not a house that you would necessarily like. It wouldn't stand out to you.
Oh, okay. So this is totally different. Okay.
Necessarily. Oh. I mean, as soon as they took the house over and turned it into a Tim Burton museum.
Yeah.
The second that they did that, now the house sticks out to me all the time.
Oh, okay.
Now I'm like,
so they tweaked it then to make it look a certain way.
The only way that they tweaked it is they put like Jack and Sally up in the front, like in the front yard, and then they added like extra like stuff to the windows. But when all that was removed, the house is still the house.
Oh, okay. So I'm assuming the house is like very vintage. Then it's like
yes, it's very vintage. But there's other vintage houses in that neighborhood, so that's why it didn't necessarily stick out
because it blends in with the other ones.
But it's a corner house, and when I was walking through. Completely by accident, I'm like, what is this? And I was talking to the person who was like managing the door, and they're like, oh, it's a Tim Burton museum and you can come in. So I got to go in and saw maquettes from all his different movies. I got to see artwork. Like, it was awesome.
So this was all Tim Burton?
All Tim Burton.
Okay, it was so rad. When I went to the one in LA, and this was years ago, they when I went inside, they had like the maquettes where the brain was open, and you see everything functioning.
Yeah.
I bought one of the his books. It was a thinner one I have it right there, but the big one was just too expensive. It was like $100 for the thick book. But yeah, very cool. Like, so they had that over there too. Oh,
yeah, it was awesome, dude. And that's the kind of stuff like you just kind of stumble across, as you're walking through.
And how far is that from the convention center?
It wasn't far at all. Well, you can't think of it in those terms, because here's what I'll tell you. There's so much stuff happening, and they take over all the other all the hotels that are around.
Yeah,
they take over their convention.
I know,
centers.
because I've been to that. I remember you had mentioned that Warner Brothers store that's right there by the gas lights. You know what I'm talking about?
It's not a Warner Brothers store. It's a Warner Brothers gallery.
But
but it's a Chuck Jones. It's not even Warner Brothers. Sorry.
Oh, Chuck Jones. That's what it is.
It's Chuck Jones. So they have Marvel artwork. They have Star Wars. They have.
So I've been to that. I remember you told me, and that's still. It's not that quite of a distance, but from the convention center,
it's very close. I mean, you could almost throw a rock.
No, you cannot.
If you have a good arm, if you're a baseball player, you could definitely throw a rock and hit it.
No.
Yeah, from where you're at.
No way.
Yeah, 100%.
No way, because you have to cross the.
And I'm talking about you're in the back of the.
You have to cross the train tracks.
Yeah, but I'm talking about you're on top of the convention center, all the way in the back of the convention center, and you can't see the Chuck Jones thing. And you throw a rock and you're gonna hit it.
So from that distance, because that's where I could kind of like know the distance of where's the house from?
The house is up the street from that to the first I think to the first main street that goes sideways to the left.
Yeah, see, I can't picture houses. I only picture buildings over there.
I know. It's like it's such an old house that it like survived. Because they tore down a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, it's like up.
It's kind of like up. Yeah, exactly. There's some old.
This is it, right?
Yeah, this is awesome. You're so good. You got me again. Wow, you're good. But they always build all these different or companies create these different experiences, museum experiences, and it's so rad, dude. It's it's the best.
I know.
It's
the best.
It's the best. So yeah, I hope all that stuff comes back. But I don't think I ever told you this. One of the years I went to, I hardly ever do this because there's so much to do in the main convention.
Yeah.
But one of the years I went to one of the hotels, and your pass gets you into their whatever's going on in their conventions as well. So I went in, and this guy tried to sell me this thing where it's these glasses, and you put your phone on it, and then it gives you like a it's supposed to give you like an immersive 3D experience.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. They're like the cardboard thing.
And he was trying to convince me to do it, like he's like, or to like purchase it. But when I put my phone on it, my phone was so heavy that it just immediately fell off.
Yeah.
And he's like, and he's like, hold on, and he's like, fixing it up. And at the time, I had the iPhone 7, which wasn't as big as this.
Yeah.
It was bigger,
but it was a lot lighter.
But it was a lot lighter than this.
Yeah.
So he goes, I know what it is. Take it out, or take your case off. Take your case off, and then put it. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, I'll do it. I knew it was gonna fall off. I put it on because the case weighs ounces.
Yeah.
It doesn't weigh a pound.
Right.
It weighs ounces. Yeah. So then I just put and again it falls off, and now I got to catch it, make sure my phone doesn't break, you know. And then he's like, I don't understand. And I'm like, what phone are you using? He goes, I'm using my phone. So he pulls out the iPhone 4, which is like a tiny little phone. And I'm like, yeah, dude, that's the problem. Mine's bigger than yours. And he's like, no. I'm like, put your phone on there. And he puts it on there, and he puts it on. Yeah, no problem. I'm like, it's my phone is just a little bit heavier than your phone, and that's why, dude. It won't work. Like, this thing's like, not for
good luck selling it.
Yeah, it's not for universal. And then, but when I held it, and I had my phone in there, it was a terrible experience. So I was like, dude, it's not ready yet.
Yeah, you're gonna see him next year. He's like, hey, I fixed it.
Yeah. That year, I got into because I got in an argument with that guy.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, because I was telling him I was giving him feedback because he asked me for feedback, and then when I gave him feedback, he didn't like the feedback, and so that was that. And then there was a guy inside of the convention that was trying to give me a free book. I think I told you about this.
I remember you telling me something about a free book.
He tried to give me a free graphic novel, and I flipped through it, and it was very adult. All the themes were very adult rated, rated.
Oh, no, you didn't tell me this.
Yeah. It was very adult, rated X stuff. And I said, oh, I can't take this. And he goes, why not? I said, because I have children at home. And he goes, so? I said, look at your book. You're like the cover of your book, and it looks inviting, like for kids. I said, I don't trust that my children might not accidentally come across this.
Right, exactly.
And I said, one, I'm not interested in this material.
Right.
It doesn't speak to me. And two, I'm not interested in bringing something home that my kids could possibly stumble onto.
Right.
And, I like when he gets captured. Sorry. We're watching Hawkeye just get captured by the tracksuit mafia. I like this. He's like, I can see through the I can see through the bag.
You're gonna have to wear the black one. I'll wear the red one.
All right, that's fine. That sounds good. But then that guy started arguing with me, going, he was like telling me how to hide it from my kids.
What?
Yeah, he was like, no, you don't. Your kids don't have to. You can put. I'm like, dude, let me stop you. I'm telling you, one, I'm not. I know I told you the story, but I know it was also years ago.
Yeah, it was years ago.
So you wouldn't remember. But I told him, I'm like, I'm not taking this home. I know it's free. I appreciate the offer, but I'm not into this material, and there's no way I would bring this home and have my kids accidentally stumble on it. So sorry. And he was just like not having it, dude. He was like arguing with me. I'm like, it's not happening, dude. I'm not taking this. Like, sorry. And it imprinted so much on my mind that, number one, I can relay this story to you years later.
Yeah.
But I remember going back home and talking to my wife and telling her about it. And she goes, "You're kidding." And I'm like, no, it was the weirdest, most aggressive, like, yeah, like,
free, man.
yeah, like, what's your problem, dude? Just take it. I'm like, not interested. And then he's like, okay, great, hold on. Let me tell you what it's about. And he like explained it. Like, it's this girl who's in like a sex slave, but then she ends up like being empowered, and I'm like, not interested, dude. I'm not interested. Thank you. Thank you anyway. Thankfully, almost nobody is like that at Comic-Con.
Oh,
like most people are really cool.
But you'll run into maybe one or so.
Yeah, every once in a while
Depending,
you'll run
you
in.
go.
Yeah,
Like, you see that shadowy place over there?
Well, you know what the problem is you have to make a decision, and you've experienced this before going to even WonderCon. You kind of have to make a decision on where to stop and look around, and where to like just keep moving. Like look, but don't look interested. Because if you look interested, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like that store that we were supposed to go together. Frankincense.
Yeah, Frankincense. Yeah.
Like same thing over there. There's certain things that you're just like, I'll just quickly glance while I'm walking.
Yeah, because if I stop, they're gonna be like on you, like, hey, what's up, bro?
Right, exactly.
Hey, bro.
Yeah,
we got what you're looking for, bro.
I totally understand what you're talking about.
Which when I do conventions, I've always been very careful about not trying to pressure, sell, overwhelm people.
Yeah.
This convention, it was much easier to be more natural, because here's what I did see when I did Comic-Con special edition is when people stopped and they were just like, I mean, I don't think I even told you this. There was a guy that came by and he was dressed kind of like he was cosplaying for sure, but he came by and I have these 11 by 17 drawings that I did of these characters from a TV show called Fringe.
Yeah.
And one of the ones that he was looking at, the character's name is Astrid. It's a black girl. She's like she in the show she almost has like what's that thing where you're really good with numbers and but you're also a little bit off? Do you know what I'm talking about? Not Asperger's. It's not that, but it's what's it called?
HCD?
Not
HCD. ADD?
ADD. It's not ADD. I don't know why my brain just slipped on it right now, but basically it's like somebody who usually has
not
like
autism.
Autistic. Yeah.
Oh, autistic.
So Astrid on the show is like autistic. She's like incredible with math.
Yeah.
And she's slightly autistic, like has a hard time relating to people.
Okay.
Anyway, so I did this drawing of her, and it's one of my favorite drawings that I've ever done because I love the way that I rendered her eyes and like basically the main features of her face.
Yeah.
But this guy, like, he stopped by my table and he's like looking at it for a long time. I mean, he ended up spending, I'm not even kidding you, I think 15 minutes. Like
just staring at that image?
But staring at it, looking at it from different angles, like, and he was staring at it so much. He was staring
that's weird.
He was staring at it so much and looking at it and really like dissecting it.
And you're just observing him. You're like, you haven't spoken to him yet.
I haven't said anything because I wasn't going to try to like pressure him to buy it.
Yeah.
But then finally, like, so this was a little bit different in this time where people were looking at things so much that I would be like, hey, please feel free to like ask me any questions about it. And you're more than welcome to like hold it if you want. So that's what I offer the guy. I'm like, would you like me to take it? Because it's in a sleeve in my book. I say, hey man, would you like me to take it out of the sleeve so you can like really look at it closely? And he goes, oh, I would really like that. Yeah. And so I'm like, okay, no problem. So pulled it out. And he's like looking at it. I mean, just really like enamored by it. And he goes, I really, really like the way that you rendered, her face and everything. I'm like, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
He knew what the character was too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That was another shocking thing about this convention. This convention was like my very first convention that I ever did, which was Stanley's Comic-Con in LA.
Uh-huh.
I had Fringe artwork at that time. And we're talking... Dude,
that was years ago.
I mean, I've been at Wonderground for 8 years now.
Yeah.
So it was like my second or third year. So, at least 6 years ago, maybe 6 years ago. People there, and back then Fringe had like almost just ended, so it made sense that people were fresh and familiar with it. But there were so many people interested in Fringe artwork. You can hear your girl, guys. That's Kenny's kitty.
Yeah.
But this time around, there was a ton of people that knew the show who were fans of the show, and they came and looked at the artwork. So I ended up getting a commission out of it, and I got to draw somebody that from the show that I never drew before, so
Right.
that was really fun for me. But it was like really weird how many fans there still are out there of the show, which in retrospect, I really shouldn't be surprised. I mean, there's still fans of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. There's still fans of Firefly. There's still fans of like old TV shows.
Right.
But it was cool. It was cool. Anyway. So he was just like really. He's like, I will be back. I think I want this, and I'm like, okay, no problem.
Oh.
So
Did he end up coming back?
No, not him, but somebody else came by who also was like, there was one older fella who came by, and when he saw my Indiana Jones one, he goes, how much? I said 200. And he goes, let's wrap it up. Let's go. I'm like, okay. And I don't know if I told you.
That's what I need to do, man. I need to start drawing like actual human being characters. I haven't really, because like the ones I'm doing right now for the t-shirts, I'm drawing them, but I'm drawing them cartoon style,
like stylized.
Yeah. He wants them cartoony, so I haven't drawn like realistic stuff in quite a while.
I mean, I appreciate both. I mean, like I think it's good. What I've told people in the past who've come into Wonderground is, if you know how to draw realistic, then you can tweak it,
right?
Like, you can twist it and shape it or whatever from there. And so it's always a very helpful skill to have, in my opinion.
So I think I'm gonna probably do that maybe this in a couple of weeks.
And it's very meditative.
It is. I remember when I was taking art classes and I was drawing. I really did enjoy drawing human just the human body and everything. It was something
but not even just that. Like currently, what we're doing at work, getting into the long drawings of like rendering.
Yeah,
it feels so like. How West and I were talking about that. One of our coworkers. Yeah. I was talking to West today. I'm like, hey man, be careful not to do a Christmas like a Mickey and Minnie, because you will never put it on the floor. And he started laughing. Right now, he's stuck in a loop doing Up, because he ended up doing an Up piece.
Oh,
and it sold. And then another person had seen it, so then they ordered it.
Oh,
so
I've been there.
Yeah, I told him, I'm like, Kenny and I got stuck in a loop a couple years ago where it's like we were drawing the same damn thing over and over, and I was like
tired of it. I was like, dude, he's selling, which is good. I mean, for the store.
But today I did the Mickey and Minnie with the mistletoe.
Yeah, that
one sold before I finished it. And then I started the other one, the Mickey and Minnie singing, the carol one.
Yeah. That
one sold. That was gone. So then I was doing
now, were you doing that just for the floor, or were you gonna
just for those? No, just for the floor.
Okay.
I was just doing them for the floor.
Okay.
But I wanted like and today you did me a favor, because I ran into Allison. And I was even telling her like I felt like I needed sunlight. I felt like I just needed to be like out on the floor instead of in the basement.
Yeah.
You said something that made me laugh, where you're like, I was feeling a little bit depressed or down, with some of the stuff that we're going through.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think I'm feeling that way too when I'm just down there all the time. Like, that's how I start my day out.
But the thing is, when you're down there, you're like with your headphones and you're just in the zone doing your thing.
But I don't like it.
See me, I mingle with the cast members. Like they start talking to me and I'm drawing and
Wait, you don't take your headphones?
No.
Dude. Take your headphones, dude.
I chat with them and we're laughing, we're joking and stuff like that. So I'm just drawing
I shut down. Yeah, I like.
Oh no, not me. I'm drawing and I'm chatting with Denise, and that's the older lady that's like the
the blonde.
Yeah, her, and then this older lady, and like today we're just talking about, and because she was asking how my Thanksgiving was.
You're a good guy. You're a really good guy. Because I'm like, armor up.
Oh, I know. They tell me too. He's like, yeah, the other guy's like very quiet. I'm like, yeah, just talk to him. He's like, I don't know. Like,
don't talk to me. Don't tell him to talk to me. Don't ruin my vibe, fool. No, that's the only thing that makes it bearable down there, is just to put on a Joe Rogan show or something else and just long form listen and just draw. But or sometimes I'll just listen to music. I'll just put on like some fun beats and just listen to that. Lately, I've been listening to the guy who I made Keith who I made friends with next door to me. He's got a podcast called Making Comics. So I've been listening to them.
How's that?
I like it. I like because they're both. Well, you know what indie is? Have you heard that term before?
I have.
I just don't want to. I don't want to assume that you know what indie is, but basically,
I'm thinking like stuff from India. No,
no,
I was way off.
no,
then.
yeah. No, indie is like when you're like if you're a creator and you make your own comic book and it doesn't go through Marvel or DC, but you self-publish,
Yeah.
then you're like an indie creator. Indie
Oh,
means,
independent.
Yeah, independent. It's
Ah,
small,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
So they're both guys.
Say independent.
Sorry, I just go by indie. I just go short. But both guys are indie creators. They one guy writes comics and the other guy writes and draws his own comics.
Right.
So it's just been fascinating to hear them because when they put projects together, they do Kickstarters and they're successful.
Yeah.
So it's cool even though they don't have necessarily like a massive following or anything. They're able to market it and get it enough to get the work done. So it's been cool listening to them. It's been giving me like good ideas on how to move forward in the future.
Cool.
But what was I saying before? What were we talking about before?
We were talking about
the drawings. So yeah, like tomorrow I'm gonna do the same. I'm because people really like those right now.
Right.
During this holiday season. But I think after this Thursday,
yeah, we shouldn't be. I mean, we could still draw them, but for the floor, but not for custom framing.
Yeah, not for custom framing. Yeah, so I'll try again tomorrow and draw some up to put them out on the floor. Yeah, I know. Seriously, yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, I did the.
Oh, I know what my point was. Anyway, yeah, I'll tell you in a second. Go ahead.
I did the Maleficent dragon. I was gonna draw Maleficent for that pin.
Yeah.
But when I went up to the hotel, I saw the dragon. I'm like, oh, I haven't done the dragon in forever. So I'm like, let me do, and I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
And then I'm doing the Tigger and Pooh, which I didn't finish that one, but I'll finish it tomorrow morning.
Cool.
But yeah, go on.
No, I was just gonna say that was my main thing that I was talking about earlier. Just it's very meditative, very comfortable to just like sit and like just render and like figure out color schemes, and then
I've been messing with lighting. Like figuring like little like where I want the light source to come in. Yeah. Because I was watching Wes do his lighting source and I love what he does. Yeah. When he picks up, there was this that's the one that that pointed me to that direction.
The Winnie the Pooh
sold.
That's sold.
Yeah. That was like $670 something bucks.
At least. Yeah, it's a beautiful piece too. So whoever got that got a really good piece.
Yeah. But Wes had done like during Halloween, he did I don't think you were.
No, I wasn't around. Yeah. I still had the vid.
Yeah. So he did this the Donald Duck with the lantern.
Yeah.
He did that one and he used the lantern like as the main focal light source.
Yeah.
So the way he did it, like I was like, oh, that came out good. And then he did another one.
Because that one sold?
Yes, it sold quick. But he did another one with Vampire Mickey where he's like this. And he put the light source in the bottom.
Oh,
and
nice.
Dude, that made him look so cool. I'm like, I like that a lot. Yeah, and I was talking to him, like, I like that you even did the lines going that direction too, which made it look even really cool.
Yeah, for some, I keep doing that with Tinkerbell. So I keep doing the close-up Tinkerbell.
Yeah.
And I'm having her wings be the light source.
Yeah.
So it as the like the wings are behind her, and so I'm having the glow, the yellow glow, like be part of her back and part of her shoulders and part of her face, and then darken the rest of it. And aside from, I have a Tinkerbell on the back that I still need to fix that I haven't touched because I ended up using the colors are too
sunburst.
Yeah, they're too bright.
Or Spanish orange.
But
they're both like almost the same.
Every time I do the Tinkerbell the other way, when I use my more traditional like slightly darker colors, she's gone. Like, but yeah, anyway, like I like playing with the light source of where it's coming and blending.
Yeah.
Because another thing too that I've been doing is I've been putting, even though I'm using like, let's say black, I've been adding a little bit of yellow or red, whatever color I'm using.
Yeah.
And just blending it in there. So now it's more subtle that it's just like, you see a slight color of that, even though it's overtaken by a darker color, and I love the way that looks too. So
I've been trying to stay away of using the black. I've been just mixing, and it takes longer, but I love how
it looks nice.
It looks so much better and richer. Like for this one, I actually I put it on my story just because I was actually really really happy with it. And see, like, I actually went with the black on this one.
Oh, okay, yeah. I see. I see it.
But I like how, like, I'll show you the finish. That's how it was done.
Oh yeah. It's so much more fun to do those, man. It's like
100%. They take a little bit longer than I mean, like I said, if we had the Copics, we would be finishing them like, and they'll still look fully rendered.
Well, yeah, because with the Copics, you'd be able to lay down
so much foundation.
Yeah.
One swoop.
It's a term basically called flats.
Yeah,
you would be flattening you'd be blocking in your colors,
right?
And then you'd go over render and do those little highlights.
It's kind of like when you do things digitally and you're lowering the opacity and you're building up like layers. Yeah. That's kind of like what you're doing. So yeah, I'll be honest with you, I do miss the Cope.
Oh, big time, dude! The piece that I just finished for
is that the one you just posted? That one came out really cool. I really like the face. Is that from?
That's from Fringe.
Fringe, right? Okay.
So the like the I put the process whatever, like the like process shots from like pencil all the way to finished.
Yeah,
and like I really love laying everything down with Copics first. So that's what I did, like for her, for the color of her face. I laid down the you know what? This is actually good. We do a little bit of shop talk because we never talk art. We're both artists and we never talk about like what we do, which is like
we talked about our history when we weren't working.
Yeah, but we never actually talked like technique.
Oh yeah.
And people have asked me, like, for anybody that's interested, I'll give you my technique really fast on
Not
what
me.
Secret. Copyrighted, Kenny.
It's patented.
But no, I will reveal the secrets for you guys. No, I like with that particular piece, I did after I did my pencils, with graphite pencil.
Yeah.
I went ahead and put in the skin tone with Copic, and then
on top of the pencil.
On top of the over the pencils. Yeah. Because I do my pencils very light.
Yeah.
So
it doesn't really bleed like with the markers.
No, and really, even with that, I try to do, like, for example, the color. The
Are you using H or because I know if you're using H, that's not gonna really smear it unless you're using the B's.
No
B's.
No B's.
So you're using H and up. Okay.
Yeah. And then
and that's basically like pencils that are a little bit harder. Just
exactly. So it leaves a lighter. So I went ahead and I put in the Copics, and then after I did all the Copics to where I liked it, like for example, like her hair was just straight yellow Copic, and then the face was E00 and E00 the third zero. All right, go ahead.
I'm sorry. And yours is strictly pencils and Copics. Are you mixing Prismas?
Well, I'm about to tell you.
Oh.
So after I laid down the Copics, the initial Copics, then I went ahead and I ended up airbrushing.
Oh, that's right. You got into that whole airbrush.
Yeah. So then I went, and dude, this paper is like, I love this paper so much.
Is that the brown tone?
It's not brown tone. This one is the Gamma series. So this one has like a beige color.
Yeah, it's beige, but it has like this, not texture, but it has like...
No, not this one. I know which one you're talking about. Yeah. I have that one too.
But you know what I'm talking about, right? Where it looks like it's been paper.
The way that it's been pressed.
Yes, exactly. Pressed. That's what I was looking for.
But not this one. This one is I'll show it to you in a minute. But I airbrushed it.
Yeah.
And then after I airbrushed it, I went back in with color pencils and started like bringing it out.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like around the eyes and everything. Yeah, and so then I went ahead and used the color pencils. I made the shading with the color pencils, very like the way we've been doing it at work. So just after I got done with all that, then I jumped in with watercolors. I dropped watercolor and did a few more areas, skin tone.
That's what I want to start playing around with, watercolor, because I have like really good watercolor sets.
Yeah,
I have the Dr. Martens. You know which one?
Yes,
those are the best ones, man.
Those are really good, but I'm gonna challenge you on that.
I've always done Dr. Martens.
A couple of years ago, I bought a set that I was like, no way. I told my wife, I said, sorry, I got to buy this I bought a set. There was $150 watercolor set for $25. It was on sale. It was like a blowout sale.
What was the name, right?
It's a famous watercolor set too. Westminster, I think.
Oh, yes, that's a good one too. Yeah. But those are expensive.
Super expensive.
Yeah. I remember we had to use those for college one time, and I'm like, I don't want to spend this much money.
Dude,
yeah.
The thing that I bought was $125, and
but they last long.
$25. Yeah, they last forever. And it came in a metal tin. That's awesome.
Yeah,
dude, it's so rad. So I have those watercolors. So I dropped watercolor on her, and then I let it dry, and then I came back again and airbrushed a second time.
Yeah.
And the second time that I airbrushed, I mixed black with skin tone.
Yeah.
So then I did all my shadows, and then today, while I was on lunch, I finished her up. She's completed.
Yeah.
I texted the picture to the person who bought it, and she was like, "That's awesome." So she's getting it tomorrow.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna start the Flash recreation with the Mandalorian. Remember how I told you that I got
we spoke about this.
I got another commission. It's the two flashes running towards a person.
Yes.
So that's my next project that I'm going to be working on. I'm excited.
That
about
one's going to be a lot of fun,
dude. I cannot wait for that one. But so yeah. So anyway,
how big are you doing the pieces? Are they like 7 by 5, or is it 8 by 10s, or 11 by?
I'll show you right now. You keep talking.
But because you're doing these on paper, right? You're not doing them digitally, right?
No.
Did any
are traditional?
Yeah. Did any commissions that you've gone, have they asked just for digital?
Yeah. I've gotten some digital commissions.
Yeah, because I know those are easier for you to give them, where they could print it out themselves, right?
Right. But I love traditional. Like that's my first love.
Yeah.
Although.
Oh yeah, so there's that's probably like what 6 by 8.
No, it's bigger than that. Bigger than
6 by 9, maybe.
I think 10. To tell you the truth.
No, that ain't no 10. Oh,
I think so.
Maybe. Maybe. That's the paper you're talking about?
Yeah, here I'll show you this example because this is Loki.
Oh man, your Loki's coming out nice.
Yeah, and you see the yellow glow around him?
Yeah.
That's from the airbrush.
Oh, okay. Yeah, airbrush would definitely do that.
But that
now, I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
It almost looks like you use like a brush, but that's the pencil work, right, from the Prismas?
Pencil,
like on the chin.
Pencil work, Copic marker. So that's Copic marker. That's pencil, and airbrush. So far,
I need to get back into doing some humanoid characters.
Human? You mean just human, not humanoid?
No, humanoid.
Humanoid.
Because I'm not human.
But here, let me see. Right. Yeah, but this paper, which I'm so impressed by, it made by Stillman and Byrne. It handles everything that I throw at it.
Oh, dude, she pops, man. She pops very, very well.
Oh, thank you, brother.
Dude, now did you scan this one in?
No, I'm gonna scan it tonight when I get home.
Oh, okay.
So when I get home, I'm gonna scan it and have a copy of it, and then I'll give the original to its owner. But that paper, every paper that I've gotten from them, I have really loved. But this paper,
I'm trying to mimic the guy.
Yeah. This paper might almost be my favorite because I have a paper from them that's slightly thicker than this one that takes things pretty well. But I feel like this is thin enough that it really takes the material, but it doesn't bleed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I love it.
This, like once it's framed with a cool light source, it's gonna pop really, really well.
Yeah, I don't know what she's gonna do with it, but I'll ask her to send me a photo when she's done with it.
Yeah, this came out really good, man. Beautiful work, man. Beautiful
Thank you,
work.
brother. Yeah, you know what my favorite thing on this is her nose, like because
it really pops, like this right here, that triangle
that I used. Never again.
I know.
But also look at the paper.
Yeah, I felt it.
Yeah, like it's thin enough that you can,
but it doesn't really bleed.
But it doesn't bleed,
Yeah.
and it takes the Copics like that. Like I mean, like I'm not putting like a super heavy amount of Copics.
Yeah.
but man, I love it. So
Yeah.
it just I can't recommend this enough. This is
what are you using for whites to for your highlights? Are you using
white color pencil?
what color pencil?
Yeah,
The Prisma white.
Yeah. No, I'm using instead of the Prisma white, I have a set of more expensive pencils.
Castles? No.
Faber-Castell. Yeah, I have a polychrome Faber-Castell.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm using. I'm using a white.
Because that's what I need. I need to go to the art store, man. Because like I'm running out of my whites, and I have like these cheapy white ones, which
you gotta be careful with those.
suck.
Yeah.
So I'm like I need to go to the store and buy some whites because I'll have, and I gotta buy some blacks too. Just but so I have to do a run. Huh?
Racist. Kenny's all brown. I need to buy some whites. I need to buy some blacks. Kenny, we're not like that anymore, man.
Sorry, man, but like,
yeah,
I'm gonna stop it there.
So with that, I'm gonna do a shout out. If you're in California and you happen to live in anywhere like what would we would be East LA, so East like LA County. If you live in Long Beach, basically, or Paramount or Bellflower, or you live in Westminster, or anywhere in Orange County, the place that I highly recommend for art supplies is the Art Supply Warehouse store in Westminster.
Yeah, that's
by
a good
far one of my favorite all-time places. They have an excellent selection of everything. It's where I go to get all my supplies. I absolutely love them. So,
which had a good supplies too was is it Bricks or Blix?
Oh,
Blix.
Blix.
Blix. Yeah, they had a good if you're in Fullerton, but it sucks because I used to have an art store here that they ran out of business.
I remember. Yeah. I went there. They were actually pretty good.
Yeah, they did. They had really good. They had good deals, but
yeah, they went out of business.
Yeah, so
it's a bummer.
There's not too many now.
No,
I mean they're probably out, but we gotta go do a run, man, to Saturn's.
Saturn's?
Yeah, the bookstore, Saturn's bookstore.
Where's that?
The one you told me, isn't it called Saturn Bookstore?
No.
Yes.
No. It's not called Saturn's. It's called Stewart NG. Stewart NG Books. Not Saturn's.
I remember specifically
Stewart NG Books in Torrance. One of my favorite all-time
Saturn.
No, Stewart NG Books. One of my all-time favorites.
I've been telling everybody Saturn.
Oh my god. Guys, don't listen to Kenny about anything anymore. He's wrong about the Matrix. He's wrong about.
I gotta look it.
He's wrong about Zack Snyder. He's wrong about Spider-Verse. Don't listen to him anymore. He don't know what he's talking about. His brain is not a steel trap. Stewart NG Books in Torrance. By far,
I swear, I remember him telling me
one of the best indie bookstores around. They carry an amazing selection of artwork that you're not gonna normally you can't get in the States, because they carry artwork from Europe, and then they also carry sketchbooks from artists that you would normally if you go to an artist alley, you'd only be able to get it there. They're incredible. I love them to death. They're amazing. So shout out to Metropolis Comics in Bellflower, who are just an awesome comic book store. Shout out to Stewart NG Books over in Torrance. They're amazing. And shout out to Art Supply Warehouse Store. Best place to get your art supplies from. They are incredible. Those are my 3 recommendations. Also, well, last and not least, shout out to California Burrito over in San Diego. Awesome burritos. They rock. But
I don't see Stewart either.
Stewart NG. Stewart NG.
NG.
Yeah, Stewart NG Books. Trust me, you will.
In Torrance, it's not coming out. It's not coming out. I'll have to look later on, but I remember him because it's a black guy that owns it, right? Or I'm not sure if it's the black guy, but
Asian.
Is it an Asian guy? Okay,
it's an
so
Asian
the guy that was
gentleman.
working, it was an older black guy, really cool guy. really cool guy. But I swear I remember him saying Saturn, and he gave me the card too.
I don't know.
But I'll definitely take your word for it because you're the one that told me about this location. So, man, this sucks. I've been telling Wes too. Wes, I'm sorry, man. It's Stuart. Let me see.
Stuart NG Books.
Oh shoot! Yeah. Oh my. Wait.
You went to a completely different bookstore. That is going to make me laugh even harder if you found another bookstore somewhere else that you've been going to. But no, man, that's the place that
it's just I don't remember it looking like that in the outside.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. It's in a business park.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in a
no, but this is it. This is it.
I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, Wes, I'm so sorry, man. Stuart, not Saturn.
I don't think he's gone.
No, he hasn't. He hasn't gone yet. Yeah,
Stuart.
But I've been telling him about it. Like he needs to go there because like he's been wanting the book that I have for the Tarzan, and I told him when I went there was only 2 left, and that was
that's a rad book too.
Yeah. So, I'll feel bad.
And with that, we're gonna go ahead and stop it now. We're gonna say goodbye.
All right.
We will definitely, now that I thought about it, and I don't know why it took this long to think about it.
Why did it take that long?
But I don't know. I just I mean I know because mostly we focus on the things that we love, like media,
the
stuff.
geek and stuff. So
Yeah. But let's get into some art stories. Let's get into some art techniques. We'll start adding that into the conversation.
You know what? That'd be good. And then we can even talk about I have a lot of stories like when I was going to college and people I've met and stuff.
Perfect, man. Yeah, that'd be actually. That's right.
When I used to work for Red Giant Production it
hurt my feelings that you gave away a book that you recently just found that was signed. We'll talk about that on the next one, and we'll come back. I'm gonna say about Hawkeye, episode 2. Fantastic episode.
Yeah, very, very good.
Cannot wait for Kenny to see episode 3. I think you're really gonna love it a lot.
I'll watch it probably during this week. That way we could chat a little bit.
That's awesome. Yeah, that'd be great. And between now, we still got time. We still have Spider-Man ahead of us. We have the Matrix ahead of us. So we've got a few things that we'll be able to talk about this month.
Nothing else that's dropping right now. This
other than Boba Fett. Other than that. So we'll come back with all that talk, but we'll also come back with some art talk and kind of break down more of like my technique, Kenny's technique, and the stuff that we're working on, and also just for anybody who's interested, like you're like, what are these guys talking about at work? Kenny and I are back at Wonderground Gallery over in downtown Disney. You can find us there Monday through Friday. Yeah. We do sketches for Disney there, and it's. Unfortunately, it's the only place right now where you can find stuff like that because they don't have an online presence. But it would murder if it was online.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
We would never see the light of day.
We won't. I mean, they would have to hire way more people.
Way more people.
Yeah.
But anyway, with that, it's good talking to you this week, brother.
Yeah, likewise.
Everybody out there, thank you for listening. I want to point you to Kenji Art on Instagram. That's where you can find Kenji.
That's me.
KENJI.
No,
KENGI Art. On Instagram, you can find me at Alex Iniguez Art as well. I have a weird last name, INIGUEZ. For if you're interested in anything that we post up,
it has an Enya in it.
Yeah, you can find us there, but I don't have the little Enya over it. I excluded that from it. It makes it even more complicated. And drop us a line at any time. Come by and see us if you're in downtown Disney. Yeah. And remember to eat your vegetables, take your vitamins, and drink your water.
Stay healthy, my friends.
Stay healthy. We'll talk to you next week. Bye.